So, a new Galaxy Z Fold 8 Ultra report has left me with one question. What exactly is Samsung thinking? Because the cheaper Z Fold 8 may actually get a feature upgrade that the Ultra doesn't. Plus, I've got 3 more updates on the phone, so let's get into it. What's up, guys? Finova here. So first up, we already knew Samsung was making the crease on the Z Fold 8 Ultra a lot better. But here's the part that makes absolutely no sense.
Apparently, the crease is going to be even better on the cheaper white Z Fold 8 than on the Ultra. Yeah, according to South Korean outlet ZDNet Korea, Samsung is using different ultra-thin glass on these two phones. And get this, the white Z Fold 8 is getting thicker ultra-thin glass than the Z Fold 8 Ultra.
The white model gets 60-micron ultra-thin glass, while the Ultra only gets 45 microns. For context, the Z Fold 7 also used 45-micron glass, while the Fold 6 had 30 microns. So let me get this straight. The phone that's probably going to cost $200 less gets the thicker glass and potentially the better crease control, while the more expensive Ultra sticks with the same thickness as last year's Fold 7. I genuinely don't understand this decision.
If we're paying extra for the Ultra, shouldn't it be getting Samsung's best technology instead of last year's? Now, the report does try to explain why Samsung is doing this, but I'm still not buying it. According to the report, the thicker glass makes the crease less visible and improves drop resistance. But it's also more difficult to manufacture and could be less durable over years of folding. That's why Samsung is introducing it on the white model first, before eventually bringing it to the future Ultra models. And I understand the engineering logic. The white is expected to sell in lower numbers, so it's a lower risk product if something goes wrong. But that's exactly what makes this so weird. If Samsung believes the new glass is good enough to ship in a commercial phone, why doesn't its most expensive foldable get it first? And if Samsung doesn't have enough confidence in the new glass to put it in the Ultra, then should it be really shipping it to customers at all? Either way, the message feels backwards.
The Ultra is supposed to Samsung's flagship foldable, the phone that's meant to showcase the company's absolute best technology. Instead, if this report is accurate, the cheaper model ends up with Samsung's latest display innovation, while Ultra buyers pay more for older display hardware. And also, can we really still call it ultra-thin glass if it's suddenly 30% thicker? Anyway, we also have the official wallpapers for the Z Fold 8 lineup. They look very similar to the S26 Ultra wallpapers, just with a few tweaks. We even have the interactive live wallpaper, which looks really nice. Just keep in mind that the phone shown in the video isn't actually the Z Fold 8 Ultra, it's the Fold 6. The Fold 8 Ultra still has a regular punch-hole camera and not the under-display one. As for the colors, we still don't have anything official, but according to Roland Quant, who's generally very reliable, Samsung's hero color for the entire Z Fold 8 lineup will be a lavender or violet shade. It seems like Samsung is continuing the purple theme from the S26 Ultra's cobalt violet, so it could be something very similar. The only problem is that Sammobile, which also has a very solid track record, reported a few weeks ago that the hero color for the wide Z Fold 8 would actually be dark green. So at this point, we have 2 reliable sources saying 2 completely different things. We'll just have to wait and see which one turns out to be right. Next, the Z Fold 8 Ultra is now looking almost guaranteed to get a price hike. And honestly, Apple may have just made that a whole lot easier for Samsung. Tim Cook recently told the Wall Street Journal that Apple is raising prices for the iPhone 18 Pro lineup, with some insiders suggesting the iPhone 18 Pro could start at $1,400. That's a massive $300 increase over last year. And that's just the Pro, not even the Pro Max, which would start even higher. Now, to be fair, component costs have dramatically gone up thanks to AI, so some price increase is understandable. But here's the problem. Once Apple normalizes higher flagship prices, it gives every other manufacturer the perfect cover to raise prices too, even if their own cost increase isn't nearly as dramatic. Samsung can simply say, well, Apple's charging $1,400 for its smartphone, our Z Fold Ultra doesn't look so expensive anymore. That's why I wouldn't be surprised if the Z Fold 8 Ultra gets a price hike as well. And maybe, just maybe, that's one of the reasons Samsung is renaming it to the Z Fold 8 Ultra in the first place. If we're going to charge Ultra money, it certainly helps to have Ultra in the name. As consumers, that's the frustrating part. We don't just pay for rising component costs. We also end up paying because companies know the market has become more accepting of the higher prices. We want you to stay with us by subscribing and share your valuable feedback through comments. See you in the next video.